Welcome to another edition of Debt Ain't My Daddy. How are you guys today? I'm your host, LJ Young. How you doing today? Let me set my notes up here to make sure I stay on track because I like to venture off and I'm getting some requests from people that and it's understandable, okay? And any requests or some things that I can improve on, please do not hesitate to write me and tell me. I take it all as a plus, okay? All right. Man, today's been an awesome, busy day today, okay? I got to tell you, for some reason, it has been awesome. And the people from O'Shea's channel, man, they have been showing me so much love. I really appreciate it, man. So much love. All my diehards that have been there from the beginning, that have been supporting me. Ill Wills, I'm always going to mention your names. I know you don't like me saying, hey, man, you don't have to keep thanking me. Well, you can't stop me, okay? This is my channel, and I can thank you as much as I feel like it, all right? All right. I wanted to get that out there, okay? And like I said, I'm going to stay on track. Now, before I start, I want to make sure. I'm going to talk about the subject of the video, all right? And then if you have any questions during this video, because I'm gonna just try to get through my notes and get all the way to the end, because some people just want to hear the information and then they want to be out. They don't really want to listen to all the question and answer piece, right? And save all your questions, and I promise to answer as many questions as I can at the end. And at the end of it, I'll just say, hey, that's the end of it. And then the people that want to stay can stay, the other people can leave. All right. All right, the title of this video, tax bracket. Do you know yours? Good evening, Fred. Welcome. Do you know yours? People that manage money well do. They do. All right. But before I get into that, let me just say all these things. All right. For the people that are new to my channel, I always seem to forget that. All right. My name is LJ Young, and I'm a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. The debt matrix is a place 85% of the U.S. live in there. Debt matrix is a place that everybody lives that believes in credit and debt and believes in financing things that depreciate. Depreciate means things that go down in value. And if you don't know what depreciate means or tax bracket means, this is a safe zone. This is a place you can come in and say, I don't know what that means, Linnell, without feeling embarrassed or feeling like, how other people make you feel like you should be knowing something. Not here. You just say it, because I take that and say, hey, if you're asking the question, you want to know, you understand that there's something more. There's something that you don't know. This is the place. This is a safe zone, right? Thank you to everyone that subscribes to my channel. Hit the alert button. That emails me for these consultations. They're starting to come through. They're starting to come through. Okay. All right. The consultations are happening. And I want a special thanks for the donations. I really appreciate it. There's no set amount. Just send your donation and write in there what I'm doing for you, of how have I changed your life or whatever, right? Because let me tell you something, there is no better feeling in the world when a total stranger, I've never known this, okay? I've never experienced this. When a total stranger tells me that I've changed their life, no matter how small, when they tell me that, that's what keeps me going. Now, mind you, you see how many videos I'm kicking out. This is not a joke to me. This is serious. Financial freedom is lovely. Is this mic on? It's lovely. There's nothing like it. Nothing. Okay? Now, let's get into the meat of it, okay? Once you get out of debt, once I've gotten out of debt, I realize now time is the most valuable thing on earth. Time. I mean, it's obvious to me now. You can't get more time. You can't borrow none from your friend. You can't work a whole bunch of overtime to get some time back. You can't say, hey, man, I messed up my last 10 years. Can I borrow 10 years? You can't do that. That's impossible. Okay? All right? All right. Another thing. These are things I like to get out in front before I get into the meat of everything, okay? Never mix your feelings with your money, ever. Math and money are one. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. Okay? Let me give you a couple of examples. How do you feel? What if I said to you, hey, I know 100 plus 100 equals 200, but I really feel like it should equal 300 so I can have more money on my check. How's that sound? That sounds crazy, right? That's how it sounds when you mix your feelings with your money. That's exactly how it sounds. Outside the debt matrix, 85% of people are in debt. They live in a debt matrix. There's 15% of us that are not. We understand that money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. When you mix your feelings with your money and you say things like that with, I feel like I should help, whatever, let this person borrow some money and you ain't got no money. That's a feeling because you really don't have no money. That's what it sounds like to the people outside the debt matrix. If I was your boss and I hand you your check and it was $100 short and you say, hey, boss, what's up with my check? And I said to you, oh, yeah, I saw that when I was signing your checks. I really feel bad about that. I really feel bad about that. Sorry. You would look at me like I'm crazy. That's how it sounds outside the debt matrix. Don't ever do that, ever. You don't need to know everything. Just need to know. I teach you the basics here. The basics is 5th grade math. But according to one of my clients, I guess now his grade school, his son in 6th grade told me that the math I'm teaching you guys right now, they learned that in the 2nd and 3rd grade. I didn't know how to take that. Should I have been upset? Or should I look at it like, wow, they're pushing it further back down in the grade school so they'll forget it by the time they get out of school. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. I didn't know if I wanted to fight his son for saying that. I'm like, did he insult me? Did his son just insult me? No, I'm just joking. I know he didn't insult me. I was like 2nd and 3rd grade. Oh, man. That's just making me drive even harder, okay? Let's see, it doesn't matter. Okay, and it doesn't matter your profession. Doesn't matter how much money you make. Don't let somebody's title of their job, doctor, lawyer, pharmacist, accountant, tax accountant, don't let their job title fool you. Don't let it fool you. The amount of money a person makes does not matter. Doesn't matter. Most people in the debt matrix, they get higher paying jobs. Guess what they do? They go buy a they go finance a better car. They go finance a bigger house. They think they're moving up. No, they're still in the debt matrix. There's different levels in the debt matrix. They just move higher up in the higher level than the other people in the debt matrix. Nothing more than that. Outside the debt matrix, we see them. We just go, wow. Hey, I got a promotion. I went and financed a new car. Oh, you did? You just set yourself back 2 steps. But they don't know that because they only speak debt. Okay. Debt's a lot of noise. The reason why it's a lot of noise, because when you live there, millions and millions of people are all saying the same things. It's hey, I got a great deal on a finance car. Let me finance some furniture. Hey, I got a great deal on this new iPhone. I financed it. It's a lot of noise. You can't even hear. But when you step outside the debt matrix, you just go. Outside the debt matrix, you just go. Ooh, you thought a car goes down in value when you finance it? Ooh, can you imagine a cell phone? Oh, that's a whole nother story. All right, next story. All right. This is the place, like I said, this is the place you can come and you can realize and accept that you messed up. That's okay. That's okay. Because I'm telling you, if you accept that, if you go in the mirror and accept that, that's you're taking a step towards the right direction because you're understanding that, hey man, something's wrong. Let me just admit that I messed up and let me find somebody that can steer me in the right direction. This is the place. You found me. Here I am. Here I am. I promise you. I don't care what level of job you have. It don't even matter. Pizza delivery to a surgeon, to a brain surgeon. Doesn't matter. Math is all the same. Math will never change. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. I love what I do, man. I want you guys to see the passion that I give this. This ain't no joke to me. This is serious business. Serious. Your whole life is going to change and I'm going to help you. And guess what? When you buy my service and you get out of this debt matrix, you know what you're going to say to me later on down the line? Linnell, had I known this freedom felt like this, I'd have paid you 10 times the price. Because you would get all your money back and then some. Right off the bat, okay? When we get into this tax bracket stuff, I'm not a tax professional. I'm not a tax accountant professional. I'm not a professional investor. None of that. I'm none of that. I'm just going to teach you how to pick the right one. I'm the step before going to see the professionals. And I know you're thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Linnell? What do you mean a step before seeing them? I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you. Check it out. When I go see them, I say, this is what I say. Let me see your personal credit report. Their personal credit report better look like mine. Better look like mine. You haven't seen mine yet? You're probably saying, what's yours look like, Linnell? Go to Facebook, DebtAintMyDaddy. Go check out my full entire credit report. Not the credit score, the entire credit report. Okay, go look at it. And then ask yourself, how come nobody else does that? You're at the right place to find out. Okay, let me tell you. Example, I'm gonna give you those 3 examples that I just said. Accountants are trained to balance books. Businesses hire them to balance their books, right? Are we in the black or in the red? So the accountants get up there, do their thing that they've been trained for, right? Their personal finances better be balanced too. Why would accountants' finances be in the red when they do that every day? That doesn't make sense. This is nothing personal. These are just facts, okay? If an accountant's personal books are not balanced, I'm not using that accountant. They're not even using what they trained them, what they went to school for. Same thing goes with a tax person. You go see a tax person. Let me see your credit report. If they have IRS debt and they're in tax trouble, I'm not letting them do my taxes. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. No, sir. I'm not. No, you're not. You're not doing my taxes. You're in tax trouble. Well, I'm gonna let you do my taxes, because if that person messes up, the IRS doesn't come after them. They come after you. Investing. Now you go see an investor. I go see an investor. Let me see your personal credit report. If that investor has student loans that are older than their children, they're already breaking the number 1 rule. You must invest in yourself first before you invest in anything outside yourself. I'm not using you, sorry. Why not? Your student loans are older than the children's pictures on your desk. Why would I use you? It doesn't make any sense. You're mad about that? Sorry, that's a feeling. Sorry, I don't care how you feel. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2, no matter what you think. See what I'm saying? Hello, John. Welcome. In the building. Passionate. See what I'm saying? Doesn't it just make sense? You're probably listening and it's just clicking. You're like, damn, I never looked at it. I never looked at it that way. I didn't either. I didn't wake up till age 40. I'll be 50 in December. Once I woke up, it all clicked. It was like a jigsaw puzzle. With, according to one of my clients, that said his son in the 6th grade said the math I'm using, he learned in the 2nd and 3rd grade. I was offended. I was hurt. Not really. I was just like, what? Oh, man. He's going to kill it. All right. What are tax brackets? Tax brackets. Now, if you don't know your tax bracket, say it. I don't know my tax bracket. Or you probably thought, hey, that's just for rich people. It's for everybody. If you don't know your tax bracket, that's okay. That's okay. And I'm gonna put in I forgot to add the link to a picture of a particular tax bracket, the 2019 tax bracket, because I want to show you how this works. Now, let me bring this up. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up. All right. Now, the 2019 tax bracket for single filers, okay? The first 0 to 9,700, you're taxed at a 10% rate. The 9,701 to $39,475, that's 12%. 22% is 39,000. There's a whole bunch of numbers, okay? Now before I even thought this, I thought since I made $100,000 a year, I thought, okay, I'm in a 24 percentile tax bracket. My 100,000 will be taxed at 24%. No, that's not how it works. The first 0 to 9,700 is taxed at 10% of your salary. All right. And then the next money from 9,701 to 39,475, I'm just looking at this thing, is taxed at 12%. So by the time it reached $100,000 in the 24 percentile tax bracket, say like for example, the 84,000, the beginning of the 24 percentile tax bracket, stay with me here, $84,201. Now from that to 100,000 minus that number, there's a gap. That's the piece that will be taxed at 24%. Got it? Now this is just the basics. I want you to know this before going to see your tax advisor. Always seek professional help. Don't get me wrong, but I'm giving you the basics. Don't think that you make $100,000, your whole 100,000 is taxed at 24%. It doesn't work that way. No, it goes up. And I forgot the exact name of what it means, but that's how it means. Exactly, Fred. That's okay. That's okay. Welcome. This is the spot to say that. That's how it works. Okay. People that manage money well, people that know about money always know their tax bracket. So if you ever come across a person that's bragging about being in a high tax bracket, they don't understand money, because that's nothing to brag about. That's nothing to brag about. The more money I make, I figure out ways how to drop myself lower in the tax bracket. I don't want to pay all those taxes, and you don't have to. Tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is not. Did you hear what I said? Tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is not. Hello, Beauty Jock. How you doing? I didn't see you there. I know. Usually you pop in there and catch all my videos, man. Welcome, as always. All right. Let me get this out my way. Sorry, guys. You always know your tax bracket, because you know why? Taxes are part of life. And once you understand how this works, you will understand why they're in place. Okay, 1 second here. Taxes are the backbone of the whole system. You ever notice, and I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say to you, okay? Taxes are the backbone of the whole system. That's why tax evasion, you can go to prison. You can't owe the IRS $100,000, else you're going to get penalized and extra fees and threats of jail. But yeah, you can owe $100,000 to student loan debt your whole entire life. You ever wonder why that is? Why is that? How come you won't go to prison for student loan debt, but you will for tax evasion and tax debt? Because you got to understand, it's the backbone of the entire system. You don't play around with that. Say like this. Say like you go to get your taxes done by your favorite tax person, okay? And they start saying things like, hey, you can claim this and claim that, but that stuff don't really exist. You better not use them. You don't play around with that. Hey, I really don't have a kid to claim, or some kind of property or whatever, right? And you know it doesn't exist. They're treating their own taxes like that. If they're telling you to do something that's playing with the legality, I don't know why I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with that. And you don't even have to understand taxes. You just got to listen. That doesn't exist. Why are you going to claim that on my taxes? Oh, you'll get more money. All you got to do is no, sorry, bye-bye. Don't even play with that, because taxes can help you build wealth if you understand how they work. If they let people get away with tax evasion, guess what? The whole system would crumble. The wealthy is not going to let that happen. They're not going to let that happen. Prison, that'll teach you. And it has nothing to do with how much money you got. You see stars going to jail. They got millions. Why are they going to prison? So don't believe it's money, because the people that have money pay less in taxes. Yeah, they do. That's true. But they're leaving out the main topic, the main subject, because they still pay taxes. They pay less taxes than you because they know how to pay them. There's different ways of paying taxes, okay? I promise you. Legally, there's no reason for it to be cutting corners, doing illegal stuff. You don't need to do none of that. You follow the rules. You'll never have an IRS agent knocking on your door, because there's no reason for them to knock on your door. They're knocking on your door because you're messing up. They already know everything you're doing. You think they're just knocking on your door? Most people think IRS audits are random. No, they're not. People in debt have a pattern. They don't know they have a pattern because they live in a debt matrix. But I'm not going to get too off on that, but trust me. All right, just a second. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple examples like I always give. This is the main one because I only deal with personal finances. All right, personal finances. Sometimes I go outside of that, but only to people that are financially free. People in debt, you won't even understand what I'm saying. So I rarely even talk about that. I only talk about that to people who are out of debt. Okay. I always use this one. If you are financially free, there's two different examples that I want you to see. Okay. First one is the 401k. If you max out, the majority of people that are in debt cannot afford to max out their 401k. As of this year, that's $19,000. Got it? If you're here in the tax bracket, the $100,000 example that I gave you earlier, I'm sitting in the 24th percentile tax bracket. I max out my 401k, which is $19,000. I get to take that $19,000, put it in my retirement. That's number one. That money earns interest. That's number two. That also, for that year, I go from the 24th percentile tax bracket down to the 22nd percentile tax bracket. Just like that. Now that gap between not going down and going down, that's money in your pocket. That's called phantom income. It's only, I believe the word phantom came from, it's only phantom to the people in the debt matrix because it's mathematically impossible for them to see it or even do it. You can't even do it. Now, here's another one so you can see. When you finance a car, most people in the debt matrix think, oh, let me get my credit good. I got 1.9% financing. Great. I'm awesome. I didn't have to hardly put any money down. All that nonsense. So what they do is go finance a depreciating object, add in all the stuff that the dealership tries to throw in and says it's free and cash back from dealer rebates and all this stuff. Never once saying, cash back from where? I didn't have any money. Where's this cash back from where? What? Yeah, you get $1,000 cash back from where? What? Where? From where? Hey, do like this. I don't want the car, but let me get that cash. See if they still give you that cash. They're not going to give you that cash. All right. Then they wrap it up in a bundle. And not only do they wrap that in a bundle, they wrap all the taxes that they're going to charge you on all that stuff and put it in a nice bundle. All right. And then on top of that, and then they give you a loan and then they charge interest on top of that. So not only are you financing the car, you're financing the taxes too. You're financing taxes. Ain't that crazy? With 29% interest for 72 months. It really doesn't matter the interest rate you get, but the majority of people are in the 20s. You're financing taxes. Now here's a tax avoidance. I buy a car cash from somebody in credit trouble below Blue Book. So for just nice round numbers, if somebody was selling a car for Blue Book value at $20,000, I come up to that person with 15 cash. They're going to take it. I pay taxes on $15,000. And it's done, period. No interest, no nothing, no. And then I drive the car for a few years because I bought it under Blue Book. Drive it for a few years and then sell it at Blue Book when I'm tired of it. And guess what? I drove the car for free. See how that works? You hear it, Fred? You hear it, Fred? That's crazy, huh? People in the debt matrix can't see it. Can't see it. It's too much noise. Everybody in the debt matrix is saying the same thing. Hey, credit, credit, credit. Finance a car. You can't get a car without good credit. Finance a phone. Finance cell phones. Finance the new phone. We gotta have. It's a lot of noise. That's why you're here in this room. It's quiet. See, you can hear. I finance taxes? I couldn't hear that because you're in the debt matrix. You can't hear. It's too much noise. 2 languages, debt and debt free. Once you're over here, once you've been in debt all your life, you debt free, you speak debt free. Now you can hear. Now you speak 2 languages. Think I'm joking, huh? You think I'm joking? Go up to somebody with a brand new iPhone in their hand and go, hey, did you pay cash for that iPhone? They're going to turn to you and say, no. And then look back at their hand and see that they have the phone in their hand. How they have their phone in their hand? They don't know. See how that works? They don't know. Yet they have the phone in their hand that they didn't have the money to buy. They can't hear you, even if you told them, but you better shut up. Back to the tax brackets. You see how I did that? The goal is this, to make the most amount of money. Check it out. The most amount of money in the lowest tax bracket. The majority of taxes that you would avoid, that the majority pay, is money in your pocket. I'm going to say it again. Taxes avoided that the majority pay, 85% of Americans in debt, that they pay, is money in your pocket. You know, I teach people right here to stop thinking about money individually and start thinking collectively. The more money you make, yeah, you always hear that statement. Oh man, the more money you make, the more money they take. Stop and think. Don't just accept it. You go, why is that? Why did they take more money? Because I'll tell you right now, let me tell you what made me even look at this, okay? All right. I remember, I'm going to use my personal experience. I remember I just hit over the $100,000 mark one year, okay, in my pay. All right. Now I was just under, like I was in 85, 90 or something, right? And then I got a raise and I went over 100. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see that first $100,000 check raise. Ooh, I can't wait. The next check came. Guess what? It was less than the previous check. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I'm making more money, but there's less than my check. Yes, I went up a tax bracket. That's what made a light come on my head because I didn't even know my tax bracket. I didn't care. I didn't. I'm embarrassed to even tell you guys that. I was embarrassed that I didn't know my tax bracket. He sure did. I remember hearing that. Hey, Fred, I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that. Hey, Gabe, you getting there? Hey, man. I'm jealous, Gabe. I'm jealous. I know it don't make any sense right now. I'm jealous. I didn't even know my own tax bracket, but that check was less. And I was like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Why am I making less money? And then that's when I got into the 401k. And then once I figured out the 401k and the HSA pre-tax options, I was like, holy moly, I did not see that. Here I'm just like everybody else talking about, oh man, I got to get 15% in there. Oh, I got to get a match. And I was thinking about all the wrong things. The wrong thing. That's nothing. All those things right now. That's just a little bit of extra sprinkles on top of a muffin. That's all that is. I'm talking about guaranteed money every single year. $19,000 in your 401k. And if you max out your HSA, which is $7,000 for a family, imagine this. Imagine if you're married. 2 maxed out 401ks. 2 maxed out HSAs. You know how much money that takes off your annual salary? Ooh, whoa. Oh, I don't even want to add that up. Add it up yourself. 19,000 times 2, 7,000 times 2 every single year. And the only people that can take advantage of that, people that are financially free. Now go try to tell that to somebody in the debt matrix. They'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? I can't afford to max that out. 7,000, 19,000? Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. Welcome. Welcome to the 15% of us that are free. And this is what I tell potential clients, okay? You're going to have to schedule monthly calls with me. You know why? Because there's nobody else you're going to be able to talk to about this. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. Yeah, man, I'm about to sell my car because I don't want to make no payments. I'm going to go from my 2019 XYZ, and I'm going to go ahead and get me a 2015 or 14 Honda. They're going to be like, what? Yeah, and you can tell them, because I want to save money. You know what the people in the debt matrix are going to think? Oh, they're broke. Whatever, people in the debt matrix. I'm going to end it right there. For now, what I want to do is this. I want you to, if you haven't seen it, go to my Facebook, DebtAintMyDaddy, check out my credit report. Go to my Instagram, DebtAintMyDaddy, and check out my credit report. That credit report, my full credit report, by the way, that's how I'm going to make your credit report looks like. And anybody you decide to do business with, anybody you decide to loan money to, just like business, I'm going to teach you how to treat your personal finances like a business. Because just like I always say this before I wrap it up here, before I answer questions. Check it out. Can you go into the bank with a nice suit, nice car parked outside, gold watch, whatever, Gucci this, whatever, and say, hey, I want a loan, I want a home loan, and I want to skip the credit approval process. Don't even worry about checking my credit. You see the way I'm dressed? They're going to be like, sir, we don't care about that depreciating stuff. What are you talking about? We're going to run your credit or you're going to leave here. That's the same way. That's how you treat your personal finances. And everybody has a different price. To come on the 15% of us to come over here, it's not free. You want to know your price? Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Yes, including your house and your student loan. Yes, if you're asking that question. Yes, that's all debt. There's no good debt, bad debt. Those are feelings. Stop attaching those things to debt. Oh, hey, there's some good debt. No, it's not. It's debt. Savings minus debt equals the price of your freedom to come over here. I had to pay that to come over here, baby. I had to pay that to be able to even teach you guys this. I had to pay the price. No longer say, hey, I don't know my tax bracket. It only take a few seconds. Go in there and figure out your tax bracket. And then this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask 10, 20 of your friends, hey, you know your tax bracket? Guarantee you none of them will know. And then you come back to my channel and say, Linnell, how did you know that? I know math. That's it. Because I learned math. That's all. I learned in the 5th grade. I still know my teacher's name. Her name was Miss Klingensmith. You know why I know that? Because I was good. I was getting gold stars by my name and everything. But yet I didn't use it outside in the real world. Dang it. All right. That's it on the tax bracket stuff. Now, those of you that came for that type of information, you can leave or stay. Right here, I'm going to answer any and all questions because I love it. So you guys understand this is my passion. Good thing saving. Fred, that is a good money saving 30,000, 38,000. Is that a question for me, Fred? I say like this. First, you got to max out all pre-tax options. That's number one. Max out all pre-tax options. Then after that, then you go to the outside IRAs, investments, stocks, and all that other stuff. Okay. Thank you, Gabe. I don't really like putting people's business out there. I like, if you want to say it, go ahead. Because like I said, debt is private. People want to do that. Great. Fred, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Like I said, Gabe, I know you don't understand, but I'm jealous of you and your wife right now. You don't even know. You don't even know what's about to change, man. You don't even know. When I listened to your live session today, you thought it was bad now because you're just a genius in engineering and all this other stuff. Wait till you become debt free. Ooh, woo! They're gonna think you are just, oh, look at that stuck up. He think he's all that, this and that. He got all that money. He won't let me borrow none. Hey, no. I have no problem saying no. No. 19,000. Oh, you're computing. But remember, you can't, it's mathematically impossible for you to take advantage of the tax savings in a 401k when you're in debt. You can't do it. It's mathematically impossible. It seems like it's a lot when you're in debt, but when you're out of debt, you don't realize it won't be nothing to fill that. It's nothing. I remember doing that the first year. I worked one more year before I quit my computer job. All right. I remember like back then I could log in and there was a bar I could just move like this to max out how much I wanted to contribute. I put it all the way to the max. Boom. Guess what happened? HR called me. They said, "Hey, Mr. Young." I said, "Yes, I am he." Right. They said, "Hey, did you mean to max out your 401k? You know how much money's gonna come out of each check?" I said, "Sure do." They were like, "Oh, okay. We just wanted to check to make sure." You know why they called? Because it's not normal. I'm in the 15%. I'm in the 15 percentile now. You're gonna be doing a lot of things that seem odd to all the people in debt matrix. None of it's gonna make any sense. Welcome to my world. Welcome. It's lovely over here, baby. It's lovely. It's lovely. I'm never embarrassed to say something if there's some money, something thing come up. Do you know about that? Nope, sure don't. Nope. Hey, you see those stock market things going across the screen on the TV screen on every news station? You know, when they talk about stocks and bonds, those numbers, you know anything about that? Nope. I sure don't. I thought you were a money guy, Linnell. I am. Do you know about that? No. I know how to pick the person that knows about that, though. It's that simple. I don't need to know about it. I just need to know how to pick the person to do it. And I do. Let me see your personal credit report, investor. Let's see if you invested in yourself first before you think you're going to invest my money. You got 20-year-old student loans? Nope. Sorry, you're not investing my money. Sorry, you haven't even invested in yourself. Sorry. It's that simple. Any questions? Any questions? No question is a dumb question. Sorry, I gotta text somebody real quick. And then the person cannot contribute. How to determine, like when you're in a debt matrix, it's so confusing because you hear all these people. You need to contribute 15%. You need to do this and 3% of this, and then so you can get the match. Stop all that nonsense. It's not even that hard. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to contribute. If that number's in the negative, you're not contributing anything. So if you're in a negative right now and they're pulling money out of your check to contribute to your retirement, you're not contributing anything. The money doesn't exist. Stop it. Stop all retirement contributions if you're in debt. Stop. You're not contributing anything. That money doesn't exist. Money is not real for you. It doesn't exist. I always tell people, say like you had a $50,000 student loan and you have $1,000 in the bank. No, check this out. This is even better. Check this out. I'm a banker. I like this example. I'm a banker. Okay. Somebody comes to me wanting to buy a house. They have excellent credit, excellent job, but they have $100,000 student loans, and say like they have $20,000 saved for a particular property that they want to buy, but they need a loan for me to assist with that, to buy that property. Now, as a banker, I have to determine, does this person believe, do they believe they have $20,000, or do they believe 20,000 minus 100,000 is negative 80,000? Do they believe they have $20,000 or not? Because in reality, they're negative $80,000 in the hole. So I'm gonna wait till they say whatever they're gonna say to me. Hey, here's 20,000 I want to put down there on this property. For me, to the banker, I'd be like, okay, this person believes they have $20,000. I'm gonna tax them. I'm going to tax them accordingly. The high interest rate, some fees. I'm gonna throw all that stuff in there, because the person that comes to me with a real $20,000 and no debt, as a banker, I would know that they know. I would not insult them with an FHA mortgage or some ridiculous interest rates on a loan, because I know they have a real $20,000. They know and I know. But a person with $100,000 in student loan debt talking about they saved a $20,000 to put down on this property, they don't realize they're negative $80,000 in the hole. I'm going to tax them. It's nothing personal. It's business. Will you get back more money when you max out your 401k and taxes? That's a good question, Shell. All right, let me tell you. All right, let me say it this way. When you get a large refund, you notice how people are on Facebook, they're all so happy when they get large refunds. Why? They shouldn't be happy, because it's just their money. They just gave too much money to the government during the year that they already worked for. And the government's saying, hey, thanks for that free loan. Here, take your money back with no interest, nothing. You take it back, the money. Thanks for the free loan. They just gave away a free loan. Maxing out your 401k drops you in your tax bracket. When you can afford to do it, it drops you in the tax bracket. The majority of people in debt cannot take advantage of this fact. So that gap between the cans and the cannots is money in your pocket. The real savings is the tax saving that you get every year. Once you realize this and you're going to see it, you're going to say, hey, IRS, I messed up. I missed out on all those 401k opportunities back there. I could have maxed out. You know what the IRS is going to say to you? Sorry. By you even asking us that question, we now know that you know. Sorry. No, you can't. Sorry. Now that you know, okay, we're going to give you tax breaks, but no, you can't go back and do it. You can't go back and max out 401ks missed. Sorry. I saw a question mark, Shell. What part of what I said is the question? It's okay. If you didn't understand a piece, just let me know which piece you didn't understand. This is a safe zone. This is important. I want you to understand. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any and all personal finance questions, I am here to answer. And Shell, by the way, if you want detailed information, I have looked through my videos, do a search like 401k. I think I have a few of them in there. I explain in detail about those videos. You can go in there. If I'm not saying it right here, I say it pretty clear inside of the videos, okay? So just go to my videos, type in the search and say 401k. It's going to bring them up. It's going to bring them all up. Any other questions? No question is a dumb question here, okay? When you don't know, say I don't know. That tells me that you want to know, okay? Because I remember, you're welcome, Shell, you're welcome. I want people to clearly understand that. I don't want to make anybody, because that's the worst, man. When people make you feel like you're dumb, like you should be knowing something. I can't stand that. That makes people don't want to ask. I remember when I first got in the computer industry and I was just learning, There was a ton of people that tried to make me feel like I was dumb for not knowing something. I'm thinking that's why I'm here, so I can learn. I said to myself, I'm never going to treat anybody like that when I get up in the engineering ranks or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm not going to make people feel dumb like they should be knowing something. This information that I'm sharing with you guys, this crosses all platforms, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many degrees you have, no matter what type of position you have in a job, it doesn't matter. And it's only 5th grade math. Hassan, welcome. Welcome. I'll be seeing you, man. I'll be responding to your comments, man. I see you. I see you. And this is what I wanted to put out there, you guys. If you guys come across any other YouTube finance channels that invite people on their channel, please let me know, because I try to go look for some, but I can't really stay on there that long because I can tell if they're giving advice based on a debt perspective or a debt-free perspective. All right. Like, I watch a lot of Dave Ramsey. He obviously gives information based on a debt-free perspective. But outside of Dave Ramsey, I really don't find any other people. If you guys can find some people, send me some links that I can join and do this. I want to get on other panels. O'Shea was gracious enough to put me on his panel. I want to get on more of it. I want to do some more with him. But that was lovely. Hello, Hyphy. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you, Fred. Will do. And I threw this out there before. Fred already did that for me. I do a lot of lives, but I'm trying to pin down some times that I want to get the most people to be able to participate. You know, I want to go live, you know, because I know a lot of people miss me and they're like, man, I want to get on and ask them this question and blah, blah, blah. But you can ask in the comments. Even if you missed the live, I always respond. This is my passion. I want you guys to see that this is my passion. I want you to see that this freedom is no joke. That's why I make so many videos. They'd be like an hour long minimum. Any other questions? Anything with personal finances, anything. I've had a wonderful, wonderful day today. This day has been crazy. I don't know who that is. Okay. This day has been crazy, man. I've been a lot of people from O'Shea's channel coming over to me. And it's just been, man, they've been showing me a lot of love, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's just been amazing, you know? And the one thing I love hearing the most, that I hear a lot, this is just one little comment. I'm glad I found you. You guys have no idea what that means to me, man. It's like, I'm glad I found you. And the reason why it hits like that is because of this. I know what it's like to be looking for an answer that you don't even know the question of. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, I want to be out of debt. First, I had to realize I was in debt because everybody around me was doing the same thing I was doing. So I was like, I don't even know what to ask. You know, it's crazy. I know what that feels like. You just can't put your finger on it. Hello, Art. Welcome. Hey, how you doing? I know what that feels like. To be like, man, I know that I don't even know what question to ask. I was like that. I was like, man, I know life is not like just work until I'm 65 and then I enjoy life. I knew that wasn't the answer. I knew that, but I still didn't know what alternative there was for me. So let me tell you guys, and I'm gonna do a video on my realization when I became debt free. But once I became financially free, the best thing I tell you, everything just came into perspective. You know, I was like, I knew I didn't work until I'm 65 and then I enjoy life. I knew it. And I remember I was working at my job, and then one day, I swear to you, I kid you not, I remember I got up from my desk, and we had windows just a few feet. I could look outside the building, and I looked outside, and something said, "It's time to go. It's time to leave this, whatever," right? And I was it's like I was having a conversation with myself. What am I going to do? I've been doing computers all my life. What am I going to do? Now you ain't got no debt, and now you got money saved up. Don't worry about that right now. It's time to go from here, though. This is before I created DebtAintMyDaddy. This is before I didn't even know this was going to be born. I'm telling you this right now. I didn't even know. I said, what am I going to do, man? Something said, don't worry about that. Just stop doing this. And then I left. People are like, you quitting, Linnell? Yeah, man, I'm quitting. What you going to do? I said, nothing. You should have saw the look on their face. Nothing. What the hell are you talking about, Linnell? I don't know. I'm not going to do nothing. I didn't do nothing for a year. Nothing. I did whatever I wanted to do. When I say nothing, let me just tell you something. Nothing, not work. I woke up when I wanted to wake up. I went where I wanted to go to. I did what I wanted to do, because life is cheap. When you're out of debt, life is not expensive, okay? I want to let you guys know that now. When you're not in debt, life is not expensive. It took me a year. For the first few months, I was going through withdrawals. I thought, oh my God, I need to get a job. What about this? What about that? And then I had to keep coming back. Linnell, you ain't got no debt. Don't worry about that. So after about 6 months, it got subsided, because I've been working all my life. 6 months, it got a little bit lighter. But after a year, I was like, holy moly. So this is what it's like. Yep, Linnell, this is what it's like. Now try to tell, if you haven't even taken a month off, you definitely won't even understand taking off a year. The woman I'm with, I had to convince her to do it. Hey, she was stressed about her job. Oh, this job is killing me. You know what I said to her? Why don't you quit? What you gonna do? Take care of me? Sure. I didn't say it like that, like I'll take care of you. I said, no, but I'll show you how to do it. It's not really that hard. Just quit your job. She looked at me like I was crazy. I'm gonna bring her on one day. I talked to her about this. I'm gonna bring her on so she can talk to you guys as a person that hasn't been in it longer than me, but also talk to the women too, so they can see, so they can understand. So you can understand, not just listen to me, you can listen to her. There's no other freedom in the world like financial freedom. And no, financial freedom doesn't mean you're rich. Financial freedom means your finances are above zero. Financial freedom means you are a true homeowner. True homeownership means you have the title in your hand. Yet millions upon millions upon millions of people believe they're homeowners while having a mortgage. Why is that? And if this is you, stop calling yourself a homeowner. This is what I want you to say. When somebody asks you, do you own your home? This is what I want you to say. No, I'm in the process of buying my home. That's what I want you to say over and over and over again, till one day you get sick and tired of saying that. Man, I've been buying my home for the last 10, 15 years. When am I going to own it? Exactly. Right here. Here's the answer. I'll tell you how. You just got to believe it. Oh, I financed a few homes, about 3 homes to be exact. Never owned any one of them. I will help you be the only person on your block to be a true homeowner. Title in hand. Think I'm joking? I'm not. Once I show you, you'll see. Oh man, this is what I did. I remember going to other finance pages, channels, right? Oh, you should keep your mortgage so you can do some write-offs and this and that. Don't do that stupid nonsense. You know what write-offs mean? You got to spend the money with taxes, and then they can say, oh, you can write off the taxes that you spent. Write off the taxes that you spent. What about if you didn't have to spend that money? You won't have to worry about writing off no taxes. Once you own the home, you can write off the stuff that you spend to maintain the home, just stuff like that. But while paying a mortgage on top, imagine this. What if you had the write-offs without a mortgage associated to that? You know how fast your money would stack? Appreciation and depreciation. What people don't know is this. Check this out. You got a regular job, right? Say like you owned a piece of a rental home. The appreciation, depreciation, tax write-offs that you can do here, you can put against. Now, go see your tax professional. I'm just giving you the information. You say this to them, you reach the right tax person, they will know exactly what I'm telling you. Go see your tax professional. Taxes that you pay in a regular job, appreciation, depreciation from your house, your rental home that you own, can counter the two and knock that off. They might owe you money and not pay taxes. You might not have to pay any taxes on your regular working income. Did you hear what I said? That's way more advanced. I'm not going to get into that. Go see your tax professional. I'm not a tax professional. It's my opinion. Let me make that clear. Go see your tax professional armed with this information. You go see the right one, they'll say, oh, who told you that? Any other questions? I'm glad I woke you up too, Hassan. Welcome, man. Oh, you're just scratching the surface. With the videos you see, you're just scratching the surface. There's so much more. I don't really talk about it that much. I only talk about the after stuff in my life after debt videos. Okay, not in here. I tried to tell my friend that today that I didn't own my car, and he called me crazy. I didn't get mad because I was thinking that way too. Exactly. You can't get mad at, like, when you tell people the things I'm telling you guys in this channel. Don't get mad. Just go, okay, that was me. I just speak debt free now. That's why he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Never finance a car, man. Don't ever do that. They'd be like, what? How am I supposed to? This is how the normal response. Hey, man, never finance a car. How am I supposed to get a car then? You just got to look at them and go, but you can't get mad. Don't laugh. Don't even laugh. Because we were all there. It's not really even that funny. But when you're outside the debt matrix, it is pretty funny. Because I just think when I see it, I'd be like, man, I used to talk just like that. I used to walk on a car lot and thought I was cool because I had good credit and can walk out, drive off with a nice car, hardly any money down, all this and that. Didn't realize that not only did I finance the car, I financed all the taxes associated with it. I financed taxes. Oh, woo. Any other questions? If there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Any other questions? Any financial questions? Anything? I hope this picture is clear. If it's fuzzy, please let me know, because I did the Netflix one last night and I watched it today. It was all kind of choppy. I was like, what is up with that? I hope it's clear. I hope it's not choppy. Any other questions? All right, then. Thank you for participating, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my wonderful day, man. Today was good, man. I helped a lot of people today. That's crazy, man. I helped a lot of people today. I read a lot of emails, read a few testimonials, man. It has been a wonderful, wonderful day. You guys have a wonderful evening. You can reach me if you want a free 30-minute consultation. DebtAintMyDaddy @gmail.com. Okay. Shoot me a time and a date that you'd like to talk to me, along with a brief overview of your financial situation. Okay. Date, time, and your phone number, along with a brief overview of your financial situation. I'll put you on the schedule and I'll call you and then we'll go from there. Okay. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the reminder button. Don't forget to check out O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel. Okay, go check them out. I did a financial interview with him about money or what I do and stuff like that. Go check his channel out. I appreciate you all, man. Thank you. And if you want to donate, please do. Any amount doesn't matter. And just put in a note of how I may have helped you. Something that, say like, L, you just said something, man. I didn't realize that's what it was. All those things, man, they help me. It helps drive me to keep going. You see how many videos I got? I just keep them coming. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening. All right. Bye-bye.